Ah. Oh, hey man, how you doing? Hi. Just getting a little tactical training. Okay, looks like it. What'd you bring? A Ruger 1022 with a suppressor? That's not too bad. Oh, that's cool. What kind of suppressor is it? I don't know. Some fellow over at the gun shop recommended I should get one, so I did. Be the last time I ever do that crap again. I mean, yeah, it's a hassle, the tax stamp and all that sort of junk, but hey, I say it's worth it. Yeah, I brought up my AR-15 and then my Glock 17L, so that's fun. Gotta pick up my mag. Don't want to leave the place dirty. Hey, what kind of ammo are you running in that thing? Are you running like subsonics? Are you running supersonic? What are you doing with it? Like, is it gonna be like 1,200 feet per second, or 1,700 feet per second? Like, what are you doing with it? Whatever you buy at the gun shop. Look, can I just get to my booth so I can shoot at the range? I just came to put a couple of rounds through her. That's all I want to do. I don't care about any of the specifications or whatever for this thing. Just I bought some ammo out to plink. That's all I'm doing. Can we get to that? Oh, all right, fine. I'll let you get to your booth and shoot. And I had questions, so sorry for asking. How's it going, everybody? My name is Blake and you're watching Midwest Ordnance, and today I want to see if an iPhone is really bulletproof to some extent. Now, I'm not going to be using 9mm, I am going to be using some 22 ammo. Just for practicality's sake, because I know 9mm is just going to blow right through this thing. But I got this idea not from any other YouTubers that are doing this, but from a show called The Boondocks, which is a really good series. In one of the scenes, I can't remember exactly what episode it was in, but a character named Remy purchases an iPhone. Now, granted, the very first iPhone, I'm a little bit of a tech nerd, the very first iPhone, yeah, 22 is going to blow right through it, so I'm not even going to try it, which is why I'm trying an iPhone 10. But regardless of the fact, he purchased an iPhone, and there's a rumor going about saying that it is bulletproof, and I'll have the clip playing up here somewhere, but no audio. But long story short, they end up getting into a massive firefight, and, well, Remy does get shot, and he actually gets shot in the chest right where his phone is, and he pulls out his iPhone, and it stopped the bullet on the front glass. Now, that's very impractical, but I want to see if I can try that, at least with an iPhone 10, I think this is what this is. So it is made of stainless steel, so it should be able to top 22 to some degree somewhere in this phone. It's not the best of shape. The glass is already cracked, and there's a massive chunk of glass missing out of the back of it. All right, and so with that, like I said, I am going to use some 22 ammo, and I've got 6 different kinds of 22 ammo here that move at various speeds, from the slowest that I could find to the fastest I could find. So I'm going to go from the slowest to the fastest. The first is the Aguila 22 Super Colibri, and this moves at 590 feet per second. There was one similar to that moved slower. I think it was like 450, but I couldn't find anywhere where I could buy it. And the next is the 22 Quiet Segmented 22 LR. Now keep in mind, these ones, they don't have enough power to cycle through a 1022, which is what I'm going to be using, as well as a suppressor for it. So I'm gonna have to manually eject the round just by pulling back the bolt. And then next, I think this is where I can actually use it. I don't know what the face of this is. I ripped it off, but it is 22 long rifle subsonic rounds, and these move at 970 feet per second. After that, what we have is the standard velocity 22 LR. That moves at 1070 feet per second. The next I have Agila 22 Super Extra, which moves at 1255. And then for the very last, I have 22 Super Maximum, and this moves at an astonishing 1700 feet per second. So it is definitely going to be interesting to see what of these rounds can stop on this iPhone. I am going to go from the slowest to the fastest. I am predicting that this iPhone will more than likely stop about up to this. After that, if I hit anywhere in this phone, it is either there's not going to be enough glass or whatever to break the round and disperse it, or it's just going to sail right on through whatever parts that it can sail through. So with that, let's get to shooting. And for future reference, if you had no idea what the Super Calibri round looked like, it looks like this little thing. Try to focus. It's got like a weird little arrowhead tip. I've shot this before, and I will tell you, in my my Ruger 1022, with the suppressor, the fall of the hammer is louder than this thing going off. Much so if I hit it at a steel target, the ping from my steel target is louder than this thing going off. So if you have like a bolt action or whatever, pick some of these up. I think I bought them on Gunbroker. You throw a suppressor on it and it will be the quietest gun you own. It is a lot of fun. So I recommend. Well, that's a little bit disappointing. You guys didn't get to see the first round of me shooting this thing. I used the 22 Super Calibri, which is the slowest round I do have. Moves at 490 feet per second, like I said. And I shot it at the phone. My phone, which is what I record on, it did not record it, unfortunately, which my disheartened. It clearly went through. Now, you will be able to see it on my other camera, and I did record that. 2. Alrighty. Not on the main camera. My main phone didn't record it, but on this one, it did. But I ended up using the 1020, I ended up using the Agila Super Calibri 22 round. It's the slowest round I do have. And unfortunately, now granted, I did hit in the spot like where the battery would have been. So it sailed completely through right there. I kind of want to try it at the top and see if that stops. So let's try that. And I'm mainly going to try and aim at the top. So my predictions were way, way too high for this test. But let's try it for let's try the top of the phone and see how that works. All right, and so then if you are shooting this round out of a semi-automatic weapon, you'll have to manually pull the bolt back so the round can eject. There's not enough stopping, or there's not, sound like a boomer. There's not enough power to kick that round out and eject it on its own. But and also, if you guys like these new microphones that I got, if it makes a difference in the quality of this video, let me know in the comments. I really like these, and hopefully they're doing a pretty good job at the audio quality. But enough of me yapping, let me shoot the top of the phone. Alrighty. Let's see if this will stop in 3, 2. Alrighty, well, we hit the top of the phone. And I think it may have also went through. The duct tape is not torn, but the top of the phone is just exploded outwards. So I'm not sure if it stopped or the round just disintegrated. I'm gonna say it stopped, but if you were carrying this on your person, it would have hurt. You'd be feeling that digging right into your chest. Yeah, I'm gonna chalk it up and say the round just disintegrated. So I think you would be fine. You'd be hurting a little bit, which this isn't gonna be fun for the rest of this video. I had high hopes, so I apologize if this video is shorter than expected. Alrighty, next we're gonna move to the CCI segmented quiet 22. This moves at 790 feet per second, so significantly faster. With what happened with the Super Calibri, I am expecting this just to sail completely through. I will actually be surprised if it stops. So I'm gonna aim for the top corner, just above the battery. Let's go. My predictions were true. It did not stop it whatsoever. As you can see, I shot it right there. And unfortunately, it sailed completely through. I think the phone is starting to get warm. Yeah, I shot the battery. Maybe it's on this side. Maybe I need to shoot the motherboard. So maybe I'll shoot that side next. But yeah, that side went completely through. Well, on to the next round. Okay, so on the last round, it wasn't 790. I had that wrong. It was 710. So, I mean, still significantly faster, but not that fast. Next, I am moving on to the CCI subsonic round. Now, this does move at 970, and I'm going to try shooting it on the right side, and so maybe hitting it in the motherboard will stop. At this point, I'm not too hopeful, but let's try. Hoping not to get glass in my eyes in 3, 2. Okay, so I hit right there, and it didn't even phase it. So, like I said, I'm not shocked. I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna try hitting it in different spots. I may hit it down here, put it upside down, but yeah, so far nothing has stopped. So far, the theory of an iPhone being bulletproof hasn't really stacked up well, so I'm gonna get this set up and we're gonna move on to the next round. Alrighty, next I'm going to move on to the CCI standard velocity. This moves at 1070 like I said before, and I'm going to shoot at the bottom of the phone, which I have turned upside down so it's the top. And I think that's where, like, if I remember, it's like where the Taptic engine is, the charger port, the speaker. So there's a little bit more meat there, and so maybe this will stop it. It might have stopped on the 22 Calibri, but we need content. I need content, and so I'm gonna go all the way through. But halfway done, or a little more than halfway done actually with the rounds. So I'm gonna aim at the top and hopefully I don't miss. 3, 2. Okay, shot right there, you can see, and it blew out the back. I was really aiming for up here, So I am shooting a little low. I'm just trying to guess so that way I don't waste the rounds and them going over. Or peppering this thing too much, which apparently is what I'm doing. But, I'm going to try that again. And we'll see where it goes from there. Alrighty, I'm going to try again and aim for the very top. Right there. And, yeah, we'll see if it stops. Alrighty, so I aimed exactly where I wanted. I got the very bottom of the phone or the top, and yeah, it went right through. It blew all the way through it. Maybe I can try in a different spot. I'll try over here with the next round, and we're just going to keep going until we run through. So far, not very hopeful. Alrighty, now we've got the Aguila Super Extra, which moves at 1255, and I'm going to aim for the other corner of this phone and see if it will stop. Alrighty. Hoping I aim in 3, 2. I feel like I got pelted. That didn't even bother it. Not even the slightest bit. So I aimed exactly where I wanted, right up here, and it just cratered the outside. I have got one more final round after this. I'm going to aim right here. Maybe this seems to be a bit chunky with some parts. Or maybe right here. That's where I'm going to hit. And I'm going to hit it with the fastest round that we've got, which I am not, I'm not very hopeful on this. So far, every single round has just sailed right through. What I thought would be the toughest, what I thought would be probably the toughest iPhone for a 22 to blow through, but I guess not. Alrighty, next I have the final round, the Aguila Super Maximum. This is moving at 1,700 feet per second, and I'm not having any confidence whatsoever in this stopping, especially where I'm wanting to aim. But for the sake of this video, I'm going all the way through. I'm going to aim here, hopefully 3, 2. Oh! Okay, before I even touch the phone or look at the phone, it made a cavity in this little sandstone that I've got. So that surprises me. I didn't think 22 could do that. So yeah, I hit right there. Obviously, it did not stop whatsoever. So the notion of, I'm gonna have to wash my hands after this. This is nasty. So the notion of an iPhone being bulletproof in any sort of fashion is false. So what did we learn? Even a 22 round, the slowest 22 round that you could possibly buy, if someone is robbing you and you get shot and your iPhone happens to be in your pocket of whatever, yeah, you're going to go to the hospital one way or another. It's not going to feel too good. So, no, an iPhone will not save your life. Remy would have died. But again, it's just a cartoon. It's just a show. So obviously it's fake, but I wanted to see how that would apply in real life. Like I said, 9mm would blow right through that phone in a heartbeat. So I figured the next step down to 22, it would be the closest thing to possibly stopping. So I wanted to give it some kind of real world chance. But that's all I have for this video, guys. If you liked it, please give a thumbs up, please comment, and if you would, and if you find this kind of stuff entertaining, please subscribe. It really helps me out. And then also, like I said, if you like these new microphones that I got, also let me know down in the comments. I think these work pretty well. Hopefully it translates well to the video on you guys' end. And then if you have any more ideas, let me know. Shoot them down in the comments as well. And so with that out of the way, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Glad I got that all done before that dude came by. Seriously? I'm gonna redo that whole over again.